I found a poem in the latest issue of Sun magazine, and it's really about mindfulness. So let me read this first, and then I'll talk about it. It's by Alison Luderman, and it's called "Because These Failures Are My Job." This morning I failed to notice the pearl gray moment just before sunrise when everything lightens. Failed also to find bird song under the grinding of garbage trucks, and later, walking through woods, to stop thinking, for even 5 consecutive steps. Then there was the failure to name the exact shade of blue overhead. Not sapphire, not azure, not delft. To savor the soft squelch of pine needles underfoot. Later, I found the fork raised halfway to my mouth while I was still chewing the last untasted bite. And so it went, until finally, wading into sleep's thick undertow, I felt myself drift from dream to dream, forever failing to comprehend where I am falling from or to. This blurred life with only moments caught in attention's loose sieve, tiny pearls fished out of oblivion's sea, laid out here as offering or apology or thank you. So that's really about the extending of our mindfulness practice throughout the day. I've talked before about the Buddha's real intention, stated over and over again in the suttas, is that we find happiness in this life. It's nothing mystical. It's been mystified over the years, though, and made bizarre and inaccessible to ordinary people. But this poem is describing what the end result, what both the practice is and what the end result is. The end result is this contentment, this feeling of no matter what is going on, of compassion for being in the world, for our own failures to notice. She talks about this blurred life with only moments caught in attention's loose sieve. That's it. That's mindfulness, is attention's sieve. Is picking up these little things as we go through the day. And again, this is a very compassionate poem, even though it sounds self-critical at first. But she's really saying, I'm just mindful of both the things I notice and the things I fail to notice. And this process of watching how I get through the day, I'll talk next week about we'll come back to the June part of the Eightfold Path, which I forget is what, but practicing this Eightfold Path is what delivers this contentment. And it starts with ethical thought, speech, and behavior. It does not start with meditation. Okay? The Buddha, if we had met him, he would have told us, start working on your thoughts, on your speech, on the karma, the action, the cause and effect of our relationship with the world. I think Kozin mentioned over the weekend this idea of throwing a rock in a pond, and that's sort of like karma. It's sending out, it has repercussions. So meditation is about noticing everything in the present moment. And so we notice that fading bell and the fan here. We notice our own feelings, our own body. We notice our own thought stream, our criticisms of ourselves or other people. That's what mindfulness is about. Paying attention to how we affect the world. Even if it's the physical thing, how we take care of that bell, how we clean the house, how we cook. All of that getting through. This poem describes almost a full day in her life. And again, what she notices, what mindfulness brings to her, and what she misses. And that's the process of our life. Our life in this spiritual practice. Christians would call it being in the presence of God. We work on this feeling of being connected to all living beings and to having an effect.